Okay, let's go.
What's happening? Welcome to another episode of In the Passenger Seat. We take you on a ride throughout the sports world, just one interview at a time. Man, we get into the nitty gritty, we get into the accolades, we get into the good times, we get into the bad times. It's just life here, you know? And we got to cut short a little bit because the gentleman got mail this week. So we got the segment coming up. The gentleman's got mail. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. What we got here? This from got another package from West Virginia here, y'all. This here is from Harpersburg, West Virginia, from a gentleman named John J.C. Dunmore up there on Berry Lane in Harpersburg, West Virginia. Let's see what J.C. done sent me. Oh, I'm sorry, J.D. J.D. I call J.C. sometimes because his name is John Clark. That's his middle name. Oh, this is a hat. Surprised me. I wouldn't have thought. This here is a Pennsylvania high school, folks. It's the Phoenixville Phantoms. Phoenixville, where is it at? It's in Pennsylvania, y'all. The Phantoms got a popular alumni that played football here in the DMV, and that is one Neil Oklewitz went to Phoenixville High School. So thank you very much for the Phoenixville merch. I tell you, we got stuff from all over the place. It's not just Maryland, stuff from all over the country. And again, if you want to get into the Gentleman's Got merch, just send me a DM. I'll hit you all the information, the address, my dimensions, what size gear I wear, and I appreciate it. And if if you're unable to participate in just sending me the gear, send me your team or your organization's link, and I'll go ahead and purchase some gear. I just like I like the surprise when you guys send it to me. So to everyone that's been participating, thank you. Tonight I'm wearing. Let me get the banner out of my way. Tonight I'm wearing Greensboro College. The Pride is what Greensboro's called. And this is where Sophia Hodges will be attending school this fall. So thank you to the Hodges family for sending me this merch. It comes from all over the place. And that's my next guest here I got tonight. We got what I like to call, and he has been called, a high IQ basketball player who, with determination and discipline, overcame the COVID-19 pandemic. He overcame a major knee injury to go on to be recruited by Tubby Smith at High Point University and finish his college career at St. Mary's College of Maryland. And he's now looking to catch on with a pro team. I would like to welcome to the stage Koverman. Jake, welcome to the stage, man.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I like to get this show started by finding out about the younger Jake. Tell me about your childhood sports hero.
I would say when I was a kid, it had to be Kevin Durant because I was a huge OKC Thunders fan. Like I was really big into their team. So, and also he's from the DMV area. So that's really like the main reason why I always looked up to him, like coming out of our area. Because as a kid, you don't know like how big basketball is in our area because you just don't know. So seeing him from the area and on my favorite team, so that was my hero.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, KD. I will say that's the first time anybody's mentioned KD. We get all kinds.
That's shot.
Well, I guess it might be the age thing. I've had more old guests than I've had younger guests, but I am changing that around. We just had Jaden McDuffie on Monday, the state champion over there at South High School and two-sport athlete. Jaden's a great kid, and it was a fine interview. Anybody can go to my In the Passenger Seat page on Facebook or YouTube to check out the Jaden interview. So, KD. So were you always a basketball player, Jake? I mean, when you were little, did you play baseball sometime in the neighborhood or with a club or football?
Yeah, so I played baseball and football as a kid. Um, I was decent at football and baseball, but I just realized that my passion was for basketball. Like I was better at that sport than the other sports, and I just rolled with it. I just chose that sport. My dad also is really big into basketball, so I also looked up to him with that too as well. And I think that's also started my love for the game was my dad.
Yeah, yeah. I met your dad late last fall for the first time, and I can see where he could rub off on you. Would you say he's the biggest influence in your young
Oh,
life?
yeah, 100%.
Great, yeah, yeah.
100%.
And what kind of basketball background does Mr. Tony Koverman have?
Oh man,
Is
that's
it
a
that?
that's a whole nother. That'd be one whole segment of an interview.
Yeah. Just give me what you think one of his top
um,
qualities might be as a coach.
top qualities as a coach, I'd say he's really knows like IQ wise of coaching and knowing the game, knowing like which players where to go, put them in the right position, knows so many different like his offensive plays, his defensive ways, strategies. It's very impressive to me. So I think that's probably his best quality.
I got you. So you say you figured out basketball was your thing at a young age. And from what I've seen and your dad has relayed to me, you went into AAU basketball at about 10 years old. Am I about
Mhm.
right?
That's correct. Yes.
And it wasn't, you didn't play rec ball, you played AAU. That's kind of a step, two steps above rec.
Yeah. I never went into the rec basketball part ever.
Okay. And was your dad your coach on that 10U team, or did you have another coach?
Um, so my dad basically coached me my whole life. I also was coached by different coaches at some point in my AAU career as well. But the start of it, yeah, that was my dad.
Okay. So 10 years old, were you bigger than all the kids? You know, because I know you're a quite tall young man right now.
Um, yeah, I kind of grew. I hit my growth spurt. I would say around like fifth, fifth grade, fourth grade. So I was a lot taller than a lot of kids. So yeah, I was bigger than everybody basically.
So, and what tell some folks what the experience is like playing AAU ball. You know, a lot of them don't understand the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of sacrifice. I'd say that you're gone basically because I played on a when my AAU I was on the circuit. Like I wasn't doing like little AAU tournaments. Like we were gone every weekend. I mean, from Friday to sometimes Monday. Like I would literally leave school Friday, go to whatever state I had to play in, be there all weekend, and sometimes come back on Monday. Um, it's fun. I would say it's a lot of fun. You experience a lot of different things. You get to experience being obviously in different states, seeing other teams, other players, and then also the experience of being with your teammates, hanging out at the hotel rooms, going to dinner, like restaurants for dinners, and just like, how kids are, crack jokes, do stupid stuff, like have a really fun, amazing time. Like my opinion, I think AAU is just a great experience.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that was something I would have really enjoyed doing when I was coming up. Uh, you made an all-star team, and then you might have played two or three tournaments, and then the next season starts. So there was no
Mhm.
really AAU came. It probably started in the '80s, mid '80s, and I really think I would have enjoyed because I love tournament ball. Your
Yeah.
back's against the wall, one loss, you're out, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Unless it's
Mhm.
round robin, all that. But
Right.
I always love the pressure of if you lose, you go home, and
Makes it
that's what
competitive. Very competitive.
much more than say league. If you got a team that's 8 games below you, that we're not pumped up. But the tournaments, boom, 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 and you get the
Yeah.
talent. You compete against some tough talent. So You played that. You played in the AAU. What teams were you on? Say from 10 on up to 14.
I'd say I played for
I
a
mean,
team called Team
did,
Glory.
did you do guest appearances and had a home team? Is that how it worked?
No, so I first started off AAU with a team called Team Dedication, and it was like a small little team out of like Jessup, Maryland, and we win we would win a couple tournaments here and there, but then I got picked up by another team, which the head coach of Team Dedication put me onto was Team Glory with Mike Harmon, and I don't know if you know Zion Harmon. If you ever heard,
Yeah, I've
yep.
heard of them.
So I played with them my whole basically elementary school, little bit of middle school, and I played with them, and then I played for another team called DMV Stags, and I played for Team Durant for a couple tournaments, Takeover for a little bit, but I was really stuck with Stags because that was like a guy named Paul Deanna out in Montgomery County, and then my dad as well, with Craig Hawkins as one of our other coaches too, and I stuck with them my whole middle school and high school career for AAU.
Okay, so in middle school, uh, was there a middle school team you also played for, or just your AAU squad?
No, so my middle school didn't have a team. They didn't have that in the county for Anne Arundel County. So it was really just basically like fall when the weekends came. I left, went to AAU, come back for school, and I repeated that all year.
Okay, so when you get up here and you've been on the AAU circuit for a while, and it's getting about time to go to school. Southern High School is where you attended high school.
Yes.
Anne Arundel County, or is it Calvert?
Oh, Anne Arundel County.
It's Southern Anne Arundel. That's why.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And how was it coming in there? You probably were well known from the AAU clip.
Yeah,
And
I mean, they knew me. A couple of kids, because I would work out with the teams before I even like in eighth grade. I was working out with the team over the summer, and they already knew I was coming in because my coach were telling them that I was coming. And obviously, I was also a transfer kid, like out of a different area in the county, which is rare in our county as well. So a lot of kids' heads were turning about who is this kid. So
where did you transfer from? What was up with that?
so I went to Severna Park Middle School. That's where I live and my home is currently. But then when high school came, I went to Southern, which is I would say about 20 to 30 minutes away.
Why not Severna Park High School?
Um, it's not really a basketball school. Coach, it's not. It's that school is mostly of lacrosse, soccer,
Yep.
baseball. Yep, and the coach.
What did you have to do? I mean, did you have to take certain classes they offered at Southern and they didn't offer at Severna Park to transfer, or you just were able to transfer?
No, I was able to transfer, in which my mom really blessed me with that whole situation because she worked for the Board of Education, which is obviously runs all schools in the county. Yeah. And she knew the head. I don't know the job description. I just know she knew the head guy of that department, and she went to him and was telling her about where I wanted to go to school and all that, and he made it happen. Signed the papers for me, and I was able to transfer.
I always swear by that. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah, Mom. Appreciate you on that one.
So you come through there, starter as a freshman. What was up with that? I mean, did you have a solid team that you were joining, or was it a building team over there at Southern?
Yeah, so my freshman year, we had a solid team. We had a player named Curtis Holland, which was one of the best players in the county at that time. We had other role players, which were really good for what they were doing for their role. And then, because I came in and I was on varsity, and I started, I think, about the third or fourth game into the season, is when I started to, make my way into the starting lineup and all that freshman year. So freshman year was really a good year. We made it to the county championship. We lost by, I think, I want to say by like so long ago.
You lost to?
Do
you know who you lost to?
Yeah, we lost to Old Mill High School.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which Old Mill back then, they had a lot of good hoopers on that team at that time. A lot of
Right.
good hoopers. And I think it was a close game. I want to say by one or two. It was a
Wow.
really close game. And then we lost, I want to say, the game before regionals to Thomas Stone High School.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how it was freshman year.
Okay. So then, you're loading up. Y'all had a fairly successful freshman year.
Mhm.
You got some hurdles you want to get over sophomore
Yeah.
year. So how did that happen? Any new additions to the team? Did you
Uh,
lose any seniors? What was going on with
yeah,
sophomore year?
we lost about 9 seniors because everybody on the team was seniors besides me and one other kid named Jay Carter. We were the only. I was a freshman. He was a sophomore. Everybody else was seniors. So we 9 seniors graduated, and we brought up some kids from JV. Fresh sophomore year was a little up and down because we had a lot of young guys that wasn't really varsity level experience at that time. So that was a struggle. But I would say for me personally, that was a really good year for me. My average, I was averaging about 25 a game.
Woo, cookie.
Like that was a good year for me.
No, that sounds like it. But
Mhm.
and then your whole world comes crumbling down.
Yeah, yeah,
My daughter
yeah,
was a freshman when all that went down, man. I can't imagine
yeah,
sitting in your room looking at a screen all day in virtual learning or whatever they were calling it.
yeah. Before that, but
So
even before that, I had even before COVID because that was my senior year.
COVID was your senior year?
Yeah, COVID was my
When
senior
was
year
the
in high
knee
school.
injury?
So that my knee injury happened junior year. I wanted to play football,
Oh,
and I went up to go get a catch, and a kid hit me and blew my whole knee out. tore
jeez.
every Tore like basically every ligament. Um, and I was out for the whole season, my junior year. Done.
Yes, I had that backwards. I thought it was COVID, then the knee, but it was the
Mm-mm.
knee, then
Then
COVID
COVID,
senior
yeah.
year. Oh, yeah. Several ball players over here on the Eastern Shore didn't get the scholarships they were hoping to get. And we'll get into that with you in a moment. I got some comments coming in real quick, Jake. Look like we got Coach Tony coming in. Let's go.
That's
Hey,
my
Tony,
yeah, that's
let's
my
go,
dad.
baby. Tony's my guy, man.
That's my
Uh,
guy.
I don't know what he's saying terrible about, but Tony said terrible. And then this here.
Oh, he's probably saying terrible because I chose because they told me not to play football. My parents told me not to play football.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I it
he
was
said,
that was my decision. My decision. I wanted to play football because I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something else in high school. I wanted to be, going like I would say I wanted to be like a double sport athlete, but you know that didn't work out.
I get it. Then we got Fallon Nicole, it looks
Yeah, that's
like.
my little sister. She's just happy that I'm here
Little
on.
sister, she rolling, seeing Big Brother on the screen. What's up, little sis? And I think we are caught up. Anybody viewing, if you got a question for Jake, man, go ahead and put it in the comments. You can join the show with a question. So I mean, what was that like? Shut down senior year, COVID. Oh crap! What am I gonna do? Fill in the blanks of the rest.
So
How the hell was that, Jake?
COVID for me
Yeah.
was rough. I would say it was rough, but what helped me out was my sophomore year I did really good, and then my junior year obviously I got hurt. But when I came back from my junior year, so that summer I was able to play AAU because I got hurt in the beginning. Like I got hurt. I tore all my stuff in September, so I was able to come back for AAU in May or
Right.
June.
No, I heard
And
you busted your butt.
huh? Oh
I
yeah,
heard you
I
busted
was.
your butt to get back, man.
Yeah, it was a long road. I don't wish that on no athlete at all.
Yeah, I
Never,
feel you.
never. But what helped me was because my coach at Southern had connection, like really was really well connected, and one of our players was already getting looked at by High Point. So I had to work out my like freshman year in front of the High Point coaches, and they liked me. I'm a freshman. They just kept me in their little book to recruit me. And then when junior year AAU came around, that's when I took off.
Hit the scene,
My
huh? Just blew up.
Yeah, I went off. AAU, that was probably my best AAU season ever in my whole
Wow.
life.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was getting looks from like Cal U, but I also like the crazy thing about it was I had 11 D1 all like getting ready to offer me, and then that next week I tore my stuff. And
Wow.
all of them, because a lot of coaches, which is understandable, a lot of coaches don't take injured players coming into their school, like coming into freshman year, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I understand, I get that. But High Point really stuck with me, and they kept watching me over that summer of AAU, and then senior year came with COVID, so I played so a lot of our area, there were like leagues that since like high schools couldn't play,
Yeah.
they created like their own little league in like another
Mhm.
like Odenton Rec Center or something. So
Yep.
I played in that, and I did really well, very very good, but against like private schools, public schools, whoever that we played against. I think I averaged in that league maybe 28 a game, close to
All right.
30. So that
Okay.
really helped me. And then High Point offered me, I would say senior year, like midway, like halfway through the school year, they offered me, and I committed because when I went on my visit, that senior year, actually, I love the campus. Tubby Smith, I love that coach.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, the
Legend.
campus, I'm not gonna lie, the campus really sells everybody. I'm gonna be honest. That campus sells everyone.
Wow. Okay. It looked like Fallon Nicole chimed in about your wanting to go try some football. She says you wanted to explore.
Yeah, like that was my thing. I wanted to like I was in high school. You gotta think about it. I didn't live in that area of the high school either. Like I live 30 minutes away. I'm getting picked up from school. I'm going back to Savannah Park,
Yeah.
not really doing anything besides either, which I never had a problem with. Like I go work out or go do homework, just get ready for the next day of school. I never had an issue with that. I never give my parents a hard time about that, but I wanted to just try something else. I was like, I always go home. Why not just try something new?
Yes. And then I got a new name on here. It's Cassie Koverman.
Yeah, that's my older sister.
His older sister says
Yeah,
all the teams wanted you. All teams wanted you.
yeah, because I also did track my sophomore year. I was really
Yes, yes, I
I did
heard
track.
about that.
hmm I did track. I did high jump my sophomore year.
And then they're mentioning BTB. What's BTB?
Oh,
Your
PT. That was the
big
team
time
that we.
ballers?
Yeah, we were born a ball. It was a team out of like
On the
Annapolis.
ball.
Yeah, born a ball. It was a team out of Annapolis where um I'm blanking on the grade that I played with them.
Yeah, I
Like, it
got
was like
three BTB comments here.
yeah, so we played them. We traveled, I mean, everywhere. Like we took some kids that, would never thought that would even see outside of Annapolis, or even me see outside of Anne Arundel County. And my dad, there's another one, Miko Ross.
Okay.
Those two were the big coaches for us, and they like gave us an amazing experience playing for that team. And that's
Okay.
honestly, and that's how it all started with DMV Stags, because we all merged together to play with DMV Stags because we played a tournament, and we would always Born and Ball would always beat Stags, and Stags would always follow us every tournament we would go to just so they could beat us, and they never did. So the head coach Paul Deanna, who's obviously the head director of the AAU team,
Mhm.
wanted everybody to join because we had a player, Byron Ireland, Barry Evans, Miko Ross, me. You got Jordan Hawkins, who plays for the Pelicans right now.
Yes, yes.
Um, he played with us. He was already on Stags, but he merged with us. And then we had like a really great squad. Like we beat Takeover one time. We almost, I think we beat Team Durant at one point in our AAU career. It was a
Mhm.
really, we all went D1. I think we had, I want to say 9 or 10 of us went D1.
Wow.
Yeah, like Yuri Covington played with us. So many different guys. I mean, no, that was the only guys on the top of my head. But yeah, 10 of us went D1.
Okay. Well, that's a good transition right there for us, Jake.
Mhm.
Talking about going D1 now.
Yeah.
You show up on the campus at High Point.
Oh man, that.
You say
Whew.
it was a beautiful campus. Tell me what's some of the first stuff you did when you showed up at High Point.
It was a struggle for me. I would honestly say, like, not basketball wise, school wise, because I mean not school wise. Sorry,
Missing family?
being far from home because my mom my mom was also going through brain cancer still at that time, my freshman year. And
Gotcha.
me, well, she started, it was my junior year. So I got hurt my junior year. And then literally that same year, my mom was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Right.
So, and I'm a mama's boy, so I took it, you know, I'm sorry, Dad, you watching this, but this
That's
mom, bro.
that's
I was
something
missing,
to admit it.
I was missing mom, but no, my dad, no, but my dad really, through that whole situation, helped me with keep my mind straight. You know, even because when we had to go for summer workouts, because you had to go for summer sessions. Like I was struggling from being far from home because I was so worried about mom. Like I wanted to come home,
Yeah.
and I told my dad about it, and he was like, my dad sacrificed a lot of time. He came, I think, every weekend.
How
'Cause
far away is High Point from around here?
from
Where is it at?
my well, it's in North Carolina.
Oh, is it North Carolina?
Yeah, it's an hour outside of Charlotte. It's inside Greensboro. It's like a
Oh,
little.
is it
It's
really?
like a yeah. It's a little city in Greensboro, North
Oh, that's
Carolina.
the back old road, huh?
Hmm. But yeah, so he came down every weekend, just to help me. Like, just kept telling me, like, you got to do this. You're gonna get through it. You need that degree. Because at that time, I'm thinking I was gonna graduate from High Point at that time. Um, but he really helped me stay strong in my head. And if he didn't do what he did, I probably honestly would have dropped out, and I would have never went to college. Like, I would have just been done. Because
Well, he was being a dad, man. He
yeah,
was doing what
he's
we
a great
do.
man. He's a great dad. He's like,
Yep.
he helped me in a lot of different ways. Even when I was going through my knee injury before we found out about my mom, he was helping me keep my mind straight, not letting me go into a dark place. Um, but yeah, so and then when first semester came, freshman year, I was about. That's when all my family members came down, like, because I was also struggling a little bit the first semester, just a little bit more. And I had my brother come down. His name is Jamie Tillman. He came. We call him Jay Bird. That's my dad been calling him that forever. He came down with me. My other brother came down. A whole bunch of family came down. But when I saw him, my dad, my Jay Bird, my brother, and I saw all them support, I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I'll be okay. Like, I think once I saw them come, it was easy for me. Like, I started adapting to where I was,
That's it.
and man, High Point was like it was a great time at High Point.
Okay.
Yeah, but then
Another comment here. Let's see if you know who this is. JD Salo.
oh
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's my teammate.
One of your boys right there.
Yeah,
All right, babe. Thanks for tuning in. We
yes
appreciate
sir,
you.
yeah. Yes sir, JD.
I don't know what Tony's saying in this one. I think he might be saying let's go.
Yeah, he always says that. That's like my dad's line. He always saying, "Let's go."
Get some ebonics on there. And then he says all hood.
Bro, you can't type. You meant to say all good.
Sorry. Get the fat fingers off of there, dude.
Hey man, he's a big dude.
Yes,
He's a
yes,
big
sure.
dude.
Yes, yes, man. My
He's a
neck
big
got
dude.
tired looking up at it. I'm telling you, man, at the gym, it was just like, yeah, what's up, son? Jeez.
That's funny.
You got your sister says always stayed focused. And then
Mhm.
here's a coach I ran into this weekend, Coach Lipton Chin.
Oh yeah, that was my dad. Oh my God,
Oh, dude,
man.
he's got 35, 40 years of coaching
Yeah,
experience on his pinky finger.
bro.
Coach
Him and my
Chin, man.
dad, because they did a team called Team Renegade. That's when my dad's been coaching before I was even thought of even being born. Like, he's been
Yeah,
coaching
yeah.
that long. So
Same thing happened with my dad. He coached before I was even born.
yup. So both of them had a team called Team Renegade. And man, they were some good hoopers. They took a bunch of kids off the street from Annapolis, Glen Burnie,
Okay.
Baltimore, wherever, and just put them on one team, and they would go to tournaments and I mean beat everybody. They beat old EYBL teams. Like, it was a really great, like, me growing, like, that's also the reason why, like, I think I fell in love with basketball. Was my dad brought me around with
Mm-hmm.
his older boys, and also high school, because my dad coached at, like, I don't know the whole total number, but it's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 different high schools in the county. So I was always around basketball with him because I was always
Right.
with him. So
And
I
he's
think that's
currently
enough.
at St. Mary's, correct? St. Mary's.
Yeah, my dad. Yep, he coaches at St. Mary's in Annapolis.
And then, this here coach, Lipton Chin, Jake is my boy, known him since he was 8 or 9 years old.
Yep.
A fine young man, testament to his mom and dad.
Yep. I
I
appreciate
ran
that.
into
Thank you.
Coach Chin this past weekend. He was up here at the Edge Academy in Kent Island, Maryland. They're working
Okay.
on AAU on Kent Island. It's going to be called the Kent Island Ballers.
Oh, wow.
Coach Chin, Coach Brown, Fred Brown, and there's 2 or 3 other coaches. They're really building something good, and I'm looking forward to following and supporting that program. So
That's
thank
amazing.
you for everything you do, Coach Chin. And then Dad saying, "Shut up."
He crazy, bro.
He was
He's
busting his
crazy.
chops about him typing. I'm sure that's what it's about. And then Cassie says, Coach Lipton's in the house. Coach Lipton, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. He's been a part of our family for a long time.
I tell you, yeah.
Long time.
I had the list of all the coaches I was with, but Coach Fred Brown, he has got himself surrounded with some excellent coaches to start this new AAU journey over here on Kent Island. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome for them.
Everyone I speak to about any of these coaches, they do just what you did. Oh my God, they've been. If you're a hooper, you know these coaches. So let's take a little break here, Jake. Got to pay the bills. Let me see what I can find. What I want to put. Here we go. We'll be right back. All right, now. And there's one of my sponsors. That's Chesapeake Landscape Materials, 8217 Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Pasadena, Maryland. They got mulch in every color you can think of. They got stone, they got gravel, they got pavers, they got drainage. They got anything you need for your landscape project. Honey-do list, all of that. You can reach them at 410-437-7718. And again, that's Chesapeake Landscape Materials, 8217 Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard, Pasadena, Maryland. So, Jake, the High Point gig went for 2 years. And I mean, were you getting much playing time freshman, sophomore year? How did that work out?
Man, so mind you, I tore my stuff my junior year of high school. So freshman year, I came in the summer session. I was doing great. I even like the first 2 weeks I was doing great, and then once I left the summer session and came back for the first semester, I didn't play any games at the beginning of the year. So I tore my meniscus. I tore my lateral meniscus, and I had like a little tear in my ACL again. It wasn't, the ACL was fine, but it was more the meniscus. So I was down for about 6 weeks with that. So I missed the first 3 games of the season, the first 4 games of the season. And even before that, Tubby would have meetings with me when I was playing, was going to tell me I was going to play. I was in the rotation. Even when we went on our scrimmage, I was like the 7th man off the bench. I did great in the scrimmage against, oh my goodness, I'm blanking. Davidson. Yep, Davidson. So I had a great scrimmage there, and I tore my meniscus, and I was out for 6 weeks. So I missed the first 3 or 4 games, I think. And then when I came back, we played. It was a game against Chowan. I don't know if you ever heard of Chowan College. It's a D2. It was like another exhibition game that we had to do, because that's what we did. And I did great that game. I so long ago I couldn't even remember what I had, but I know I scored, and I had to. My dad was in the crowd, and my dad started tearing up a little bit. He was happy seeing me out there. It was a great though, seeing him out there, seeing him there, and my mom there watching me. Like that really, I think that seeing them both there, I was more happy than I was playing on the court, because it's just because there was so much stuff I was going through that first semester, like missing my mom with her cancer,
Mhm.
and her going through that. So that really like brightened up everything. But then everything came crashing down again.
Mm.
I tore the next day. Literally the next day we had practice, and we were in a scrimmage, and I went up for a dunk. And when I dunked the ball, I came down wrong, and I had a Liz Frank injury on my foot where
Mm.
like I had three main ligaments that are important in your foot. I had them all ripped out, like
Wow.
torn. Um, so I had to get surgery on that. I was out for the rest of the year, freshman year, gone. I had a screw put in my foot and all that. And then, so freshman year for the team wise was rough because Tubby Smith kept getting sick all the time with COVID. Like he got it, like I think
Really?
three
There you
times
go.
that 1 year. He was old, like not
Yeah.
trying to be respectful, but he was up. He was 71 years old coaching us, and he was up there. And you know, I was upset because he had to retire. He was forced to retire because of the sicknesses and all that. So I was upset about that because that was the only coach that really had their faith in me. When it came sophomore year, I did the same situation. I did my thing over the summer session. I was doing great. I had the coach tell me that I was going to play and do all that. Came to the first semester again. Was basically doing the same thing I was doing before I got hurt freshman year. I was
Really?
doing great. I was
Mhm.
killing in practice. We had one of our other coaches. I don't know if you know him. He played for Maryland with Lim Bias, Keith Gatlin.
Oh yeah, no get.
Keith Gatlin, yep. So he was telling me he would always tell me like, keep your head up. You're gonna play. And come to find out, I had one of the coaches that just didn't like me, just never, because I just always had a problem with me, and I never knew that ever. When I was always confused why I never played ever. So sophomore
Wow.
year, I probably played in maybe like 4 or 5 games. Um, I think the highest I've ever scored in one of the games, 15 points. And like I thought, once I scored that, I'm thinking, I just did great. I'm gonna play more, but it never happened. So sophomore year, same situation with our team. It was ups and downs. We lost first round of the Big South tournament. Um, that was it. And then our the new coach that came in that next year from Creighton, Alan Huss.
Mm.
Yeah, he came in, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. Told everybody we had to go. Took everybody's scholarship.
Really?
Yeah, well, he wanted his own players from overseas, from Creighton.
Mm.
So I was like, all right, well, I had to go into the portal.
Yeah.
So that was my whole high point
Your
basketball
sophomore
experience.
year, it looked like when you did get on the court, you produced, is what I'm gathering from my homework. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you playing, I think, 8 games that year.
Hmm.
And to me, it looks like you average about 8 to 10 minutes a game, and you scored 11 points a game. Does that
Hmm.
sound about right?
Yeah, that's right. Like I did what I was supposed to do. Like
Yeah.
my job was to come in, if I'm open, shoot it, make it, and then play defense. And that's what because we had other guys on our team that were like our actual top scorers. Like you have those guys on those
Yeah,
teams.
go-to guy. Yeah,
Yeah, those guys. So I'm like giving them the ball, and they were scoring. Like we had a guy named John Michael Wright, Jaden House, Zach Austin, a lot of those guys. Those were our top dogs, and so I was just did my role, but like I was happy with that. I was D1, scored 11 points in those games. I was satisfied. I was happy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
definitely. But
but
when
yeah,
it came time and you made that decision and said, "Look, I'm going to the portal." Dude's trying to clean house. What was that like? I mean, I have no idea what it's like to go into the portal.
going to
You
the
go
portal.
in, put your name in the hat for several different programs, and hope they call you back. Is that basically?
Yeah. So what you do is you go to the I forgot who the guy is for their school, but you go to him
Yeah,
and you tell him I want to put my name in the portal. And the portal, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it's stressful. It's very it is stressful.
you waiting for that call or what?
Yeah, you wait
Text,
and you
email.
you wait. Yeah, you can get an email, text, phone call. And then I got a phone call from Frostburg, and
Oh,
that's where I ended up going because one, it was closer to home, my family could come. But then when I got there, it was like coaches tell you one thing and tell you all the goodies and all that. And then you get there, I was playing, but then you get there and it's just like, it's toxic, like very bad. You don't expect anything what the coach said at all. Like I played one game and I want to say about 18 against Clarion. And then literally it was a tournament. So we played Saturday and Sunday. That next day, I was benched. Didn't play.
I did not know you laced them up at Frostburg.
Yeah, I did. I only played one game, but it was a lot of.
What year was that?
That was that 2023 year.
23-24 year.
Yeah, that year. But I also transferred halfway. I also transferred halfway through the year and came here to St. Mary's, which I
was able to play.
Yeah, I was able to play. Yep.
So you only played for Frostburg 1 or 2 games, and then you were able.
Because I only played. I think the limit is 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But I only played 1 or 2, and then I just, the coach wasn't a really good players coach. He was benching everybody because when I would go to watch the other games, because we always had one guy on our team that was the top scorer at Frostburg, and he would bench him for like 3 or 4 games. Like it just was so up in the air. It was bad, and I was just like, at that point, I was like, I'm either gonna quit basketball here or I put my name back in the portal, and third time's a charm. And if that don't work out, then in my mind, I'm like, I'm done. Like I don't want to play no more. So when I put my name in the portal halfway through the year, Chris Harney called my dad because my dad known Harney because my dad's like recruited a bunch of kids to come here over the past decade, basically, like a bunch of different players. And he called me, told me like that he wants me and that I was gonna play. And me in my head, I'm like, it's just the same stuff. Like it's just the same thing I've been hearing.
Right.
But then I had a long talk with my dad about it, and my dad known him for years, and I was like, all right, I'll trust. And then when I came here, I came here halfway through my junior year. Yes, halfway through my junior year.
Okay.
And we played Loyola, and I didn't really play that. I didn't really play that game because I just got there and I didn't know any of the plays. I didn't know anything. So I think when it came around to the Christmas tournament, that next weekend after Christmas, I started and I got my way into the starting lineup, and it just went from there on.
Okay. I like it. I like it when stuff pops up that I don't know nothing about. You done learned something. But I thought you just did, 2 hits at High Point and 2 hits at St. Mary's. I didn't know nothing about the Frostburg.
Well, that's still true. Because I still did 2 years.
It is.
Yeah, because I have a red shirt. Because I did my red shirt year, my freshman year, I had a red shirt.
Okay, yeah.
So I got, which was this past season.
Frostburg has some nice facilities over there. I've been in their gym before. I thought it was pretty nice there.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the gym is huge. Like
yes, it
is. It's huge.
It is.
Training facility. For me coming from High Point, seeing Frostburg, my opinion. But for what they had, honestly,
what they had.
Yeah, it was really good.
We got another comment coming in. Who's talking now? Oh, Tony, you got to make full sentences, man. I don't know what he means, Jake. He said no, stop.
I don't even know.
Neither do I. We just letting him have his fun.
Yeah. But no, and then I came here and I was able to get that opportunity again to play basketball.
So once you got that straightened out, you were able to play a full senior season at St. Mary's?
Yeah, so I played a full. I played a half semester. I played the rest of that second half of the season. I played last year. Not what was that? 2024, and then I played this year. This past season just happened.
Right, 25-26.
Yep.
And were you a starter for the 25-26 season? 6 months?
Yeah, I was a starter. I was a starter when I got since I was here. I started every game.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what are you playing? You playing the point? You playing the shooting
guard? At first, when I got here, I was the 4.
Really?
Yeah, I was the 4. I didn't really like. I didn't play a big. I was nervous about that position because I haven't played a big since I was like 3rd grade, 4th grade. Like I
Yeah,
was a
I thought
guard
you
ever
were a
since.
guard.
Yeah, I was a guard for ever since then. But then I picked it up really quick and I was really good at it. And then this past season, and then last year, 2024, 2025, I was a 4 still, but I was out on the perimeter more, pushing the ball, able to handle the ball more. And then this last season is when I was fully just a straight shooting guard.
Okay. And what are you? What are your dimensions here? You about 6'4", 210, 220? What are you?
No, I'm about 6'6", 6'7", about two, yeah, 200, 210.
Woo, cookie. I didn't know you were 6'7".
Yeah.
Now, hell, it sounds like the 4 is more your spot anyway. That's a big guard. I mean, Mike was 6'7", but big. And what did you like playing better once you got adjusted to playing the 4? Did you like that?
For me, I don't. I didn't really like either one. I was like, you just put me there, and I just played. Like
Do
I
what's
was good.
asked.
I was good at it. I was a versatile player. You know, I could play it down low. I could play outside. I'm good at doing both. It like scoring wise I knew how to score on the perimeter. I knew how to score down low. So it really didn't matter where they put me. It was like I was gonna go score no matter what.
Okay, I like that. So we wrapped up this 5-year college career,
Mhm.
and anything going on? G League,
Um,
overseas.
Overseas, most likely is yeah, the overseas for sure.
Where you looking? Israel,
No, I
Germany.
mean I got Ireland right now,
Okay.
Australia. I got like some spots in Europe. So that's my all I got to do now is just well I just got to graduate and then I just send my stuff out and just see what happens.
And all that's going to be done what here in this June, July, August, or
Yeah, probably like July, August.
yeah, get all your
Like late, yeah,
tape out.
like late July, like and then like early August, figure out.
Well, I'd like you guys to keep me posted on how that goes, man,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
maybe even get you back on the show from Europe or wherever you end up landing.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
Go see the world and get paid to do it, bro. I mean, I hear they pay pretty decent, as much as a 9 to 5,
Yeah, I
if not
mean,
more, for some of y'all.
what I've heard is that you go over there, you get the paycheck. There's no taxes, so you get the full paycheck. You get housed for free. You get some leagues, some places get you a car. Give you like a little credit card that you can do for
Mm-hmm.
food every week. So I
Expense
mean,
card, yep.
it all depends on what league you go into and what country.
Right. Yeah, I've had a couple of my boys and a couple of my friends' sons have done that same thing. They give you an expense card for some food and whatnot on the run. Yeah, it's a fun ordeal, man. And like I
Yeah,
said, you get to see the world. There's a big world out there. Everybody should go see it, man.
yeah.
I love travel.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love traveling.
So tell
I can't
me
wait.
what you're looking forward to in your next step, your next journey in the basketball world, which would, like we say, be overseas. So tell me something you're looking forward to doing in that before we wrap this up.
Oh man, that's a great question. Um,
Just
what I'm looking
have you
forward to
been out of the
doing.
country before?
Not. I mean Puerto Rico, even though it's USA territory. I mean, it's still
Yeah,
out of
it
the
still
country,
is.
but yeah, I've been to Puerto Rico.
Get that
Yeah, I went
passport
to,
updated, man.
yeah, yeah,
A5.
yeah. I'd say the thing that I'm looking forward to most, if that happens, um, just being able to honestly just experience being in another country. Like really, just like I
The
think for me,
culture.
it's just yeah. For me, I want to say like just having fun, just have fun, like with basketball, and again, I have no bills. If I go over there, everything is basically kind of paid for, and I have no like no, there's no taxes, none of that. So it's like really just go over there, have fun with basketball, and then collect my money.
Well, let me ask this here question, because you're getting ready to start a whole new life somewhere, wherever you land. Is there a significant other that you will be taking with you or leaving behind?
No, not currently. No,
Not currently. Okay.
no,
Well,
not
a lot of
currently.
times that can mess with a
Oh
ball
yeah,
player's
no,
head.
I know a lot of players that like that because my dad coached a kid named Buzz Anthony. He played over in Germany for like years, and you know he was him and his well, I guess now wife, but they were together for a little bit before he went over, and then they got married. Like, and I you know I always ask him about some questions like, how did that work out? Like, how did you do
Yeah.
that? And it's just
Yeah.
really about like just communication and trust.
Okay. Well, Jake, I look forward to seeing where this journey takes you,
I
and
appreciate that.
congratulations on all your success, my friend.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and thank you for having me on the show.
You're very welcome. I want to give you a little shout out to Jacob Sloan Foundation. Go to jacobsloanfoundation.com. See all the great things that they're doing for kids all over the state of Maryland, from scholarshiping kids into rec programs so they can play ball when their family can afford it. Even paying some electric bills, I've heard. The Jacob Sloan Foundation is really doing a lot of great things all over the state of Maryland. And as I said just a few minutes ago, Chesapeake Landscape Materials, 8217 Baltimore, Annapolis Boulevard in Pasadena, Maryland, will take care of all your landscape needs. I promise. You go over there and see Mulch Man, tell him the gentleman sent you. I got you. And for Jake, I'm your guy, JC. It's about time for me to turn